Hi everyone, so this is our bottom of page 4 in our pink packet. Some of the classes got through all of them. Some of the classes or students did not. If you were absent, please make sure you're emailing either myself, Mrs. C, or Mrs. Cass so that we can get you the materials should you need them. So let's go through and do a little bit step-by-step work for us. I've already gone through and highlighted all of our like terms just to save us some time. So in letter A, we're going to combine our like terms. They have to have the same base and the same exponent or power, and that has a lot to do with the degrees that we talked about before. So we're going to combine these like terms. We've got 3x squared plus x squared, and we get 4x squared. We have a negative 4x that we are adding 3x to. So we have a negative 1x. And then our constants, 2 minus 4. And we get negative 2. So what we're going to do is combine all of those, smush them all together so that we have a very unified expression. So 4x squared minus 1x minus 2. You also have the option of leaving off this 1 that is the coefficient for our middle term. So you could write 4x squared minus x minus 2. Both are correct. They mean the same thing because of that invisible math that we talk about often. But that way you've got both potential answers that we would accept. Letter B, we've got negative 14xy squared. And we are adding 17xy squared to that value. We end up with 3xy squared. Green terms are next. 10xy minus 13xy. I'm going to end up with a negative 3xy. Next comes pink terms. Negative 5y minus 2 more y yields a negative 7y. And then I have my constants. 8 minus 3, and I would get a positive 5. And the positive is important because it tells us the operation. So now again, we're going over here to the right, and we're going to write a very unified expression. 3xy squared minus 3xy minus 7y plus 5. And that is our simplified solution for letter B. For letter C, we now have our yellow values are going to go first because they have the greatest power. So we have negative 12b squared plus 2b squared. Oops. And I end up with a negative 10b squared. Next comes our green because they have a degree of 2 as well. So I have 7bc minus 13bc and with a negative 6bc. Next comes pink. 5a plus 11a gives me a positive 16a. And my constants, negative 6 plus 4, and I get negative 2. Let's write them all together. I have negative 10b squared minus 6bc plus 16a minus 2. And that's it. So when you're combining your like terms, when you're adding those polynomials, just make sure that you have all of the components that are like terms being added to each other, and then make sure that at the end you combine all of those together so that they're written nice and neatly. Thanks, guys.